and good afternoon. Once again, Brother Tyrone, the Global International Kingdom Reporter. You're going to experience, you're going to experience some technical difficulties because that's what happened. Because where I'm at right now, I'm down in Lower Manhattan right now at the 9/11 Memorial, and I'm also right next to the Freedom Tower that you saw just a few minutes ago as well. I had got some pictures of it, and I was losing some signal there. But you know what? But you know what? I came back because there's also other folks, you know, that's down here just very much doing the same thing what I'm doing now. So if we get cut off, don't despair and don't panic or anything, because like I said, it's just the reception in the area, you know, that I'm using, and plus not that everybody, they're all using their phones and their devices as well also too. So please keep that in mind. And like I said, where I had stopped at is with the names, is with all the names that you see on here. This whole entire panel lights up at night, and you get to see the two beams of light of the towers of where it was, of what it was once stood. And from where I was standing way over there just now, but I had to move around to location, you know, to get a much more better signal. Starting from where I'm at right now, going from there to going all around that you see, and coming back to where I am at right now. This is the memorial where I was at. I was here 8 years ago in 2011 when they had first just opened this up. All these new buildings that you see here, it was not here when I was here. But right now that you look and see, it is so. I'm gonna tell you something. New York has stood strong and always standing strong. And with me being born and raised in Harlem myself, that makes me damn proud as well also too. And not only that, I used to work. I worked in this area. I worked further up, not too far from here, right on Wall Street. I also did some shopping down here as well also too. So this is also more my stomping ground as well also too, because like I said, I have worked in this area. And being back down here today is even more special to me as well also too. And I'm gonna be checking out the new checking out the brand new the new building, you know, that they had just put up some time ago. And it is a sight, and it is something to see. Good morning, Brother Dave. How are you doing today? Hope all is good and all is well. Good morning, Francisca. How are you doing? And you too, Sister Lupe. How you all doing? Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching my live broadcast as well also too. And this is where I am at right now. I'm still here in New York after a great event that I was at yesterday, the Old Timers Day. And seeing a lot of folks whom I haven't seen in a long time. I'm still enjoying myself, and an emotional one for me too, because I happened to go to the place, you know, where my grandmother lived at. And when you come down over here, when you come down to see this memorial, and you see all these names that is on here, that will just, you know. It will just make you just reflect and just wonder also too of what had happened on that fateful day. To think that everyone in New York would give up, but you know what? They didn't. They stood strong, and for that they have stayed alive. And you know what? And another thing, I also want to show you something as well. When I have went off the air, there's also another memorial over here as well also too. You know, when I was losing reception just now and everything, I want to show you this right here, and you must got to take a look at this right here. These flowers that you see right here, they have been placed in honor of the victims, you know, of what had happened over in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio, as well also too. You know, this has been really been a really difficult last week, I can tell you too. And even before I had even came here as well, because just about a week or 2 weeks ago or something, there was some folks have died at an Old Timers Day over in over in Brownsville, in Brooklyn, over in Brooklyn, which was on Saturday, and then the next day later, Saturday, over in Gilroy, California, 3 people had got killed as well over there as well also too, over in Gilroy, California at the Garlic Festival that they had. So I just want to remember, just let the families know that my thoughts and my prayers and my deepest sympathies and condolences is with them all during this time. But what a week last week that this really has been. And all I can, and got this person, they had left a message, that says peace and must stay strong. But all around that you see this park right here itself is the memorial park, and I can tell you one thing. I can just tell you and just say one thing for sure, and just tell you something. What a week that this has been, and completely devastating as well also too. And this tree right here, someone had placed the flowers here. This is called because I had never got a chance to get this anything. This is the survivor tree that you see right here, and this is a Calvary pear tree that stands in distinct from the hundreds of swamp and white oak trees of the memorial. It was discovered amidst the wreckage of the 9/11 attacks. Its bark charred from the fires at the site, and many of its limbs reduced to stumps. Yet somehow this tree, still bearing the leaves, it showed the signs of life. Recovery workers transported the tree to a nursery to the Bronx and cared for by the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. With careful tending, the stems of burned and gnarled bark gave growth to longer, smoother branches replanted at the 9/11 Memorial in December of 2011. 1 year before I came to New York, before I visited. This survivor tree bursts into a magnificent blossom each spring, embodying a living symbol of resilience. And this is the, like I said, this is the survivor tree right here that you see. It is the tree, yes, Sister Lupe, it is beautiful, and it's also known as the tree of hope as well. The tree of hope and the tree of living. Hey, Brother Francisco. Hey, Brother Frank, how you doing? Brother, don't you work so hard, bro. Hey, Brother Danny, how you doing? Good morning, Sister Ginger. Sister Ginger, I continue to keep Mr. Buzztail Frank, I continue to keep him in prayer. Hope all is good and all is well, and I'll see y'all guys a little bit later on. Yep, these are one more of the many things that you could see, that you could check out and see while you are down here. And I also want to acknowledge, not just, in addition of all these names that you see on here, also the first attack that had took place back in 1993, their names have been placed on here as well also too. And when visitors, when they do come, they also leave flowers as well also too. As you will probably see all along on this panel, going around and coming back to me. And the anniversary of this is what will be coming up next month as well also too. So just to let everyone know that the Kingdom Recorder, Brother Tyrone, you are all are not forgotten, and including the first responders as well that have responded on that very fateful day.